From Windsor, Ontario, it's Remotely Zach. And now from Studio 17 in the automotive capital of the world, oh boy, Zachary Thomas.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Remotely Zach. I am your host, everybody's favorite, Zachary Thomas. Thank you so much for joining me. Oh my God, thank you so much. Thank you. We have a great show this evening for you. I recap the ERAS tour. That's right. Last week at this time, I was dancing at the ERAS tour, and also we're going to talk a lot about that as well. And also a little bit later on, we're going to be talking about the weirdest news found on the internet. Yeah, weird news, Florida man, and Canada. It's going to be great. It's very diverse, this segment. It's very diverse. And of course, before we move on with today's show, if you are new to the Zachattackproductions YouTube channel, I please ask that you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel because I've got a lot of new content coming soon, and you don't want to miss that. A lot of new Remotely Zach's Lego Show, and just a whole lot of everything else. So it's going to be fun. Fun. Folks, I was on vacation, a lengthy vacation, I'll tell you, and I was actually in Quebec. That's right. In Montreal, Quebec City. Oh, it was fantastic. There's maybe a did you know in that somewhere. And of course, in Quebec City, they have what's called the Citadel, which is this giant long wall. Just this wall. Not a tall wall, but a wall. And it was actually designed to keep Americans out. Yeah, they were ahead of their time, really. I think, they were really ahead of their time. Speaking of America, right enough freedoms. Former President Donald Trump, was indicted on 37 counts relating to the classified documents case. The one where he, refused to give the documents back. Now that I think of that, I think I have some boxes I should move. That might be a possibility. Yep. Donald Trump was indicted based, on these documents. I mean, look at these. Look at these pictures. I mean, oh my God. I like the last one in the bathroom. Now, those documents, those aren't the ones he got the chance to flush yet. I mean, and also, people spend thousands of dollars, upwards to millions of dollars in this, or to use that bathroom. Take a look. And I'm just gonna say it. I've seen bathrooms better looking than that. Donald Trump could very well end up in prison for that, possibly even before the 2024 election. Yeah, I mean, you could theoretically, serve the country from prison. Though I think about it, and somebody's going to be serving him. I think that's. Don't drop it. Don't drop it. And also, Mike Pence. This was actually big news a couple weeks ago. Mike Pence announced his intention to run for the presidency. I think he found the courage. I think he really found the courage. That's right. He announced in a campaign speech in Iowa, where the corn has a higher approval rating than Mike Pence. Now, if you're wondering why Mike Pence waited so long to announce his campaign, let's just say it was hanging in the balance. Oh yeah, I'm wrong. Okay, that's great. Someone else who announced their candidacy for president was former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie, who apparently is running with the intention to take on Trump and take on him good. That's right. I think we're getting ready for the revival of Moby Dick, though I'm kind of not sure which one's the whale in this one. I know. Oh man, it's bad tonight. Oh my God. Wow. Awful. Ooh, hanging in the balance, whales. This book really writes itself, I think. This book really does write itself. All right, venturing off from the political side of things, Bill Murray. Oh yes, Bill Murray has made headlines this week announcing that he's dating Khalees. you know, the artist most famous for My Milkshake Brings All the Boys to the Yard. Well, they certainly were bringing Bill Murray to the yard. I mean, don't, Bill, go easy. Go easy on that. Also in other news, Apple will be releasing, now this is weird. I think this is really, really kind of strange. Apple will be releasing a new VR type headset for $3,500. Yeah. And you thought it was awkward when people were just staring at their phones at the restaurant, like, That's right, this new VR headset, you can actually pay $3,500 to look like the lost member of Daft Punk. And also, okay, we're going back to Republicans because I needed this. Oh God, I can't believe it. This makes me ick so bad. A former Republican member of Congress recently came out and wrote in a report about how he and Florida Governor Ron DeSantis showered together in the basement when they were both in Congress. Hey, Ronnie, who's gay now? No wonder why he doesn't want people to say gay. He's hiding it. He's just hiding it. Ron, come. It's a safe space. It really is. It's a safe space. So come on, tell us. Just come out. Let your feelings out. I think this also pegs the question, and I have many questions, by the way, but I think this pegs the question of who dropped the soap first. I want to know who did that. And don't get me started on where Ronnie was eating the pudding from. Okay, I don't want to know. Okay, I think we had one more in there. We had one more. I got time for one joke. One more joke. Yay. Bachelor Nation, get ready because right now ABC is going to be releasing The Golden Bachelor. Oh, I know. The Golden Bachelor. This one I might actually watch. Now, keep in mind that when they are doing the fantasy suite, it might be a really good idea to have a hip surgeon nearby. I think that's great. And also the drama will be new. It'll be new kind of drama, like who stole Norma's teeth out of the jar. I gotta know. That bitch Sandy, I know it. And also who stole Norman's Viagra and replaced them with laxatives. I gotta know. I got to know. Oh man, it's gonna be great. And you know what else is gonna be great? Remotely Zach, because we got a lot more coming up, so stick around. Hey everybody, Zach here from Zachattackproductions, and I'm here to tell you that a brand new season of Zach's Lego Show will be starting up once again, airing Mondays at noon, right here on the Zachattackproductions YouTube channel. So if you want to see my extensive Lego collection, my takes on new sets, reviews, and so much else, make sure you tune in here to the Zachattackproductions YouTube channel, Mondays at noon. And remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Folks, welcome back. Welcome back to the show. We got a great show for you ahead. We'll be taking a look at the weirdest news found on the internet. Yep, so stick around for that. It's going to be fun. It's going to be really, really fun. Folks, I'm still on cloud 9 because at this time last week, I was dancing. That's right. I was dancing across the border at the ERAS tour. Yes, that's right. Well, actually at this time I was probably stuck in traffic, but you know, I gotta say, what an experience. I mean, honestly, right? I mean, let's start with the fans first. I mean, they came prepared. That's right. You had a lot of different fans representing different eras. I saw a lot of people, in the rep era, whether it's, wearing, custom-made outfits or, outfits based on what she wore in music videos. I mean, you had everything. You had reputation stands. You had lover stands. You had debut stands in their cowboy hats and cowboy boots. I mean, honestly, this is what people don't understand about Taylor. It's a culture, right? It's a culture. It's a family and it's a culture. And I mean, honestly, talking about them, this is how I was dressed. Yep, that's exactly how I was dressed. A little bit of Fearless, a little bit of Reputation with the jacket. It's fabulous. That's right. And plus, as you can probably see behind me, actually, the clips behind me, it was fantastic. I mean, she came in, right? Like, she came in like nobody's business. You know, from those kites or those parachutes or whatever you want to call those, to them folding over and revealing Taylor. I mean, that was phenomenal. And it just kept getting better. She performed Fearless. That is a song, actually, that I have never heard live. Heard her sing live. I mean, the fact that, oh my God, like, a song I personally have never heard live. And then she goes into all these different eras. You know, she goes into Evermore. She goes into Reputation. She goes into Folklore. Not in that order. But honestly, I mean, the transition from Look What You Made Me Do, or from Don't Blame Me to Look What You Made Me Do, I mean, that is iconic in and of itself, and I need that as my ringtone. I mean, it was just iconic. And oh my God. And the merch, yes, there is merch. I think I actually got a tote bag, or ERAS Tour tote bag. Perfect. Now I can go shopping for Lego with a bag that's actually mine. It's fabulous. Mixes all the things I love together. And also the CD, I don't know if you can see right here, but you got the Midnights, the Late Night Edition. This is the brand new CD that you can buy exclusively at the ERAS Tour. I think they were only supposed to do it in Jersey, but ended up Chicago and Detroit. Chicago and Detroit. This was a must-have for me. This was a must-have. Taylor, be on remotely, Zach, please. Yeah, so it was really an experience. I mean, she brought it all. Like, the snakes, the alternate Taylors in the rep era, the outfit, the 22 outfit from the music video during the Red era, and the folklore cabin. Oh my God, she actually brought the folklore cabin that she had in the folklore cabin from the Grammys. That's what she had. Sorry, I'm a little verklempt. I still can't believe it. I still cannot believe I was there. And if you're out there and you're watching and you were at the ERAS Tour and you still can't believe it, doesn't matter from when you were in Detroit or, from Glendale, if you still can't believe it, I want to hear you in the comments. It was such an amazing time. I mean, honestly, it was, there was nothing like it. And you know what? I keep saying every time, I remember saying after the Reputation Tour, wow, how is she going to top that? And now I find myself saying the same thing, and I'm scared. I am scared that she is going to possibly, or how she's going to possibly top that. Is this the new formula for Taylor Swift concerts? 44 songs from different eras? Because I would like to hear, songs from, Debut or from Speak Now, or more from Speak Now. Because I don't think just one song from Speak Now could have done it. I feel like maybe she could have taken a few songs off Evermore and put a little bit more Speak Now songs. I definitely think that's the way to go. And the surprise songs. Oh my God. I cried when she performed I Almost Do, because that is one of my favorite songs. And it's already really an emotional song already, but that is one of my favorite songs from the Red album. I remember praying that she was going to sing that at the Rep Tour, but honestly, we didn't get that luxury. So when she performed that, I cried on piano because it is like, to hear it on piano is like not it's just that emotional. And I think we've all been through that time where we just want to pick up the phone and call an ex, but we have to tell ourselves not to. And honestly, it was just a performance of a lifetime. And also, a lot of Swifties are pissed off at Detroit because we got Haunted. That is a song that when I heard it first time, I was obsessed with it. I'm like, I love this song, still do. So glad we got to hear it, Haunted, Taylor's version. And honestly, it was just so much fun. And Taylor Swift concerts have a way of doing that. You can go from dancing and singing one happy song, and then the next song, you're just crying. And it just, oh my God, I still can't believe it. Still can't believe we were there. And it was just amazing. And honestly, it's an experience that, you should have at least once in your lifetime. If you like Taylor's music and you haven't been to a concert, I would suggest, if you're able to, just go, because it is amazing. And the day I keep thinking, the day she announces Canadian tour dates, honestly, I would take the train to Toronto and see Taylor again, because it was that good. Like, I want to relive this again. So we'll see if I end up making it to Toronto for any of the tour dates that she has planned there. I mean, what's stopping you from coming to Windsor? But anywho, that's neither here nor there. So recapping this, it was a fun show. I loved it. And I had the time of my life with my sister that weekend. So I'm honestly, like, I'm still obviously I'm still flabbergasted. And I keep thinking to myself, we have more show. So I'm going to leave that there. Again, fun time all around. And we'll be right back with the weirdest news found on the internet. So stay with us. What's wrong? I don't know. I had a dream I was the host of a late night talk show called Remotely Zach that airs Friday nights at 11 on YouTube. I wish you'd stop eating that soup before bed. Yeah, you're probably right. Good night, man. Good night. Losing me. Broke me. Oh, hello. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Don't mind me. I was just spending some time reminiscing about the Taylor Swift concert from last week. Oh, what a show. What a show. I will say, and I will add on with this, during Ready For It and Shake It Off, I was about to drop it like it was hot, okay? I mean, clearly the only thing that wanted to move during those two songs was my butt. So it was an unforgettable time. Folks, it's Friday, and that means it's time to take a look at the weirdest news found on the internet. But it's time for Weird News. Case of oops, people were left in stitches, and a bakery was left with cake on its face. You knew I had to make that one. After a little boy's birthday cake came out a little rude. And pictures were even shared on Twitter of this cake. I don't know, let's take a look. How rude can it be? Oh, okay. Okay. The boy's aunt shared the mix-up and wrote, "This is what my nephew's birthday cake was meant to look like versus how it turned up. His name is Zayem, by the way." One viewer replied, "Don't know what's worse, the odd colors, the incorrect name, or the sperm." With another one writing, "Nah, that's a violation." And a third thought, "Well, it's definitely birthday themed. Maybe a little too much focus on the reproductive bit." I love the internet. I guess this means we're celebrating the birthday before the birthday? I don't know. Well, it's time to go to that place where it's 1 in a million. That's right. It's time for...
Florida man, does whatever a Florida man can. Look out, here comes the Florida man.
A Florida man has a really positive attitude after getting his arm bitten off by an alligator. Jordan Rivera, 23, was attacked by the 10-foot reptile after falling into a pond Sunday outside Banditos Bar in Port Charlotte during an outdoor bathroom break at 1:40 a.m., the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission told people in a statement on Wednesday. And patron Manny Hidalgo told the Daily Sun he heard screaming and hurried outside to find Rivera. Rivera was transported to the Gulf Coast Medical Center where he had his arm amputated. And we get to hear from the man himself. Rivera also told NBC2, "I didn't lose my life, I lost an arm. It's not the end of the world." Okay, first of all, that's a better reaction than I would have given if my arm was also bitten off by an alligator. I'd be like, ah! All right, we go. That's exactly how I act when I cut my finger. It's time to go from down south to up north for the weirdest stories out of the Great White North. That's right, it's time for...
Oh, Canada.
As Canada's National Police Force, the RCMP is no stranger to strange calls. This one's out of Saskatchewan, where a goat wandered in, wait for it, to a Tim Hortons. That is the most Canadian thing I've ever heard. No, that's the most Saskatchewan thing I've ever heard. Of course, they were called to remove the goat that, get this, would not leave. Oh man, I mean, come on. I don't like to leave Tim Hortons either, but you know. This was reported by the National Post. He was very unhappy with this, so members decided to take him home instead of holding him in cells. Read the cheeky RCMP news release. Organizers of the University of Saskatchewan Rodeo later said that the goat escaped from their event the previous night. Wow, because he wanted some Tim Hortons. I mean, I can agree with that. Well, that's the weirdness for this week. Time for This Week in Dad Jokes. What did the janitor say when he jumped out of the closet? Supplies. No? Okay. I'm Zachary Balog. You cannot make this shit up. And also, I want to say thank you if you did make it to this part of the show. I want to say thank you to all my viewers out there. Remember to hit the like button, comment, and subscribe for more Remotely Zach and anything Zachattackproductions as well. You can also follow me on social media. Those links are always down in the description below. I want to say thank you to my announcer, Riley Livingston. I've been your host, Zachary Balog, and I'll see you again next week. Same place, same time. Good night.
Well, that's the show for tonight. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to keep up with all the latest Remotely Zach. You can also follow us on our social media. I'm Riley Livingston. Good night.